the drummer of red earth. In the village of Kaniyama, where the soil glowed deep red beneath the sun and baobab trees stood like ancient guardians, lived a boy named Tund who could not keep still. While others worked the fields or fetched water, Tund tapped rhythms on everything, calabashes, tree trunks, even his own chest. The villagers laughed. "Drumming won't fill your stomach," they would say. But Tund only smiled and kept playing. Every year, Kaniyama held a great festival where the finest talents from neighboring lands gathered: dancers, storytellers, hunters, and musicians. The best performer would earn a place in the royal court far beyond the hills. Tund dreamed of going. When he told his father, the old man shook his head. "Dreams are good, my son, but you must choose something that feeds you." Tund looked down at his hands, the same hands that carried water, weeded farms, and created music that made even the wind seem to listen. "I will try," he said quietly. On the morning of the festival, Tund arrived with nothing but a small, worn drum tied with leather cords. Around him stood performers dressed in beads, feathers, and shining cloth. Their instruments gleamed. Their confidence filled the air. Tund felt small. When his turn came, whispers spread through the crowd. "Is that all he has? A child with a cracked drum?" For a moment, doubt crept into his chest. Then he remembered the rhythms of home, the sound of rain on rooftops, footsteps on dry earth, the laughter of children, the heartbeat of the land itself. He closed his eyes and began. The first beat was soft, like a distant echo. Then came another, deeper. And another. Soon the rhythm grew, alive, powerful, unstoppable. It told a story. Of hunters chasing through tall grass. Of storms rising over the horizon. Of joy, struggle, and triumph. The crowd fell silent. Even the elders leaned forward. Tund's hands moved like fire, fast, precise, full of life. The small drum no longer seemed small. It roared like thunder. When he struck the final beat, the silence lingered before the entire field erupted in applause. That evening, the chief stood before the crowd. "The greatest talent," he declared, "is not in what you are given, but in what you awaken within it." He turned to Tund. "You will go beyond these hills." Years later, Tund became known across many lands. But whenever people asked him the secret of his gift, he would simply say, "I listen to the world and to myself." Lesson: your talent may seem small or unnoticed, but when you nurture it with courage and persistence, it can carry you farther than you ever imagined.